It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. And it's all up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Good battle coming up here in the AFC West. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Partner, this division has been the domain of the Kansas City Chiefs. They've won 8 straight division titles, 3 Super Bowl wins during that stretch as well. And every year you get here and you ask, who can knock off the Chiefs?
Well, I think if you ask the other 3 teams in the AFC West, they would all say, okay, this is our year. But really, for a division where all 3 of those teams were sub 500 last year, now there's been some coaching changes, some new blood. But until you knock off the champ, they're still the champ. And right now, until further notice, this division continues to run through the Kansas City Chiefs. And barring something crazy, I don't expect that to change very much this year.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, 2-time regular season MVP, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC. Greg?
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That'll be caught. Juju Smith-Schuster. He'll be close to a first down. A little short, that tackle made at the 42.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the first down up to the 44.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
3rd and 9. They put Kelsey in motion. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season now, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's her. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's to the rookie first-round pick, Xavier Worthy. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Really nice play there by Xavier Worthy, and if I'm a defensive coordinator around the league and I'm thinking to myself, Mike, how do I stop this Chiefs offense? How do I stop Mahomes and Kelsey? Well, they just add a wide receiver that has the fastest 40-yard dash time in the history of the NFL Combine. I mean, the ability to take the top off, the ability to make those secondary players play that much deeper and open up everything else underneath. And he gets up and running, and he really finds his groove in this league. This scary offense just got a little bit scarier.
Here's a run. A short game, down to the 7. Now here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Now he takes off. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. This quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight. He's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill, but this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Chargers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run the toss here with Edwards. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play, and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Now Herbert again. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Herbert to the air again. This throw taken in by Hurst. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing again, Herbert.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Herbert to the air again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown Chargers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jasir Taylor. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. The Chargers were led in the first half by their star quarterback, Justin Herbert. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense and Gus Edwards heading back on the field for the next drive. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Herbert to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Edwards. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Herbert. He's got his tight end. That's Hurst. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
On the ground, it's Edwards. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On play action, now Herbert. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Will Dissly. Touchdown, L.A. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Next to score, Chargers 14, Chiefs nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll get that one complete to Rice. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Into the hands of Juju.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
Mahomes now to throw again. Right back to Kelsey again. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Second down and 8. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he'll be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And
he will score! Game on! Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's now 14-7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Running straight ahead with Edwards. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now Herbert on the bootleg. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On first down, Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On play action, it's Herbert. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Third and long. On third down, here's Edwards. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
It's 4th down.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First down, Chiefs.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. To the left side, in the hands of Rice. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, after that conversion, now the conversation on the sideline is, what do we do if we score? Are we content with just kicking an extra point and tying this thing up? Or does this coach decide to go for the 2-point conversion and try to win in regulation? First things first, you're going to have to score, but man, I hope we get to see that decision. And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven to not be the case.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and...
And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. And the clock will stop. Timeout called with 5 seconds remaining. Here's 1st down. To throw, it's Herbert. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard, sets up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Finding space at the 40. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Edwards. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down, it'll go down as a loss of 2.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
2 runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Now a 1st throw here in overtime. Quick throw here is complete. Down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A huge play there in overtime. 41 yards.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays, stay ahead of the chains.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And the Chargers are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
All right, Mike, so think about the spot this defense found themselves in. They know they've got to come up with a stop or a big play somewhere or this game's over. And what do? They go out and get a huge turnover to give their offense the ball and a shot to win this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. This one complete to Palmer. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Charger first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
They run once more with Edwards. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
One of the tight ends motions right. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. They'll send a tight end in motion. Now a handoff to Edwards. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker in a big spot. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.